Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of TerraTech. And on this episode, we are going to be continuing where we left off. Now, for those of you who may have missed the last episode, we have started a brand new game on a new patch. So there's a lot of new features into this game that we're going to be exploring for the very first time. And a lot of old features, too, that we're going to be going through and trying some new ideas out. And that's going to be kind of cool. You guys changed it again. I did load out. This is me coming back into the game again. And yeah, of course, the keypad has been changed yet again on that one. I don't know what weird bug that is that causes whatever button you have to be saved, but that's fairly annoying. Please fix it. That has been going on for a long time now. But you'll see right here, I'm actually having a somewhat difficult time getting up the hill. And that's just because I don't have the wheels and I have a lot of mass here in the back. Usually that's not a problem. You don't go up steep hills like this too commonly. I mean, it is going to be something that's going to happen from time to time, but it's only when you get out in the mountain region. You can kind of stay away from that if you want. There's a yellow thing out there, so I should have went down the other way. I was thinking of maybe going over there and attacking the red guy, but I guess we don't really have to do that. What we can do is go ahead and destroy this thing real quick. And as I do that, hopefully this thing will pick up some resources there in the back. Yeah, 3. Yep, 3 is going to be the max. And as I drive by this thing, it should snag them, which is what I was going to show you guys earlier. It should snag them. Yep, and there you go. It automatically sells them. That is a lot more smoother, or I should say it's a lot smoother than it was before. That was one of those things where, sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. Reach the next grade. Okay, so there's nothing special there. That is just the selling bot, and it's going to let me know where it is from now on the map. So what it wants me to do is reach the next grade. And for those of you who might be wondering, like, what's the play style you're thinking about doing on this one? Because I try to give it a theme every single time I play. Like, what am I going to try to do more than anything else as I go through the match? And I think we're going to try to stick with smaller bots, but not in the way that we did last time. I mean, GSO was the faction, the corporation that we tried using more than anything else on the last one. Yeah, we did a few small little fast venture bots, which is always really fun. I love the venture. Speed demons all the way is just crazy and zany and wacky in a lot of different funny ways. But one thing I kind of wanted to do on this one is get away from the speed demons and go with something a little bit bigger, because a lot of you guys are asking for it. And I always, myself, I am just one of those guys that want to have a bigger bot, and yet I can kind of steal myself away from it and be like, yeah, I'll go with something smaller. So I want to do something a little bit bigger this time, because that's what you guys have been asking for. And so I'm going to do small bots with Geocorp, and it kind of seems like a contradiction in terms, like you can't go small with big, but the idea that I have around it is I'm going to do like 3 wide and maybe 4 back. That kind of small. So it's going to be a little bit of a challenge to create a giant size bot with just, not going overboard with it. Like, you do want to go overboard with Geocorp. It's very, very easy to do so. It gives you so much room to mess around with, and you can take everything with you and just create this massive size bot. I also was thinking that instead of doing like the same designs that I kind of am naturally drawn to, because everybody has their own different type of play style. When you create something that works for you, you kind of want to reproduce that again and again, because it works for you. Like, you don't always have to change things. Ooh, okay, so it gave me something right there. If I could find my cursor. Cursor's a little bit more difficult to see. That is something that I wasn't accustomed to last time. Let's see, we don't need that. We will take these blocks right here, and I think what I'm going to do is throw one of them down underneath, and then another one over here to the side right there, and that's going to allow me to have some more wheels. Actually, is that what I want? Yeah, I think that's what I want. I might go one more. No, that looks good right there, because I haven't really tried this in a while. But yeah, trying to go with a different design, and what I wanted to do is go with something that's inspired by insects. So maybe, scorpion, maybe, oh, got a radar unit. Yes, please, I'll take that. Don't get those all that often at the very beginning of the game. So now we have this little device sitting down on the ground. And this thing right here, it doesn't give you a description on it like it should. It's just labeled as player tech. The only way you get a description is if you pick it up and put it on your bot. Then you'll get a GSO fabricator. And a fabricator should take pieces from the raw stuff that you pick up with your conveyor over here, the harvester, tractor pad, I should say. And oh man, that is it's probably getting too damaged. Let me go ahead and charge up here really quick. Now the only reason I don't like to take both battery packs off and charge up, this seems to be kind of this one little bug that I wasn't aware of in the last one. Maybe I wasn't paying that close attention to it, but when I put the batteries on for the very first time, it immediately drains the energy a lot because of the initial power up of the the two shields and the two recharge bubbles that I have on there. And I couldn't leave those behind because I have nothing for them to put them on. I had no money to be able to buy an attached anchor. So if I go ahead and put this on here right now, you'll see, boom, it doesn't do it this time apparently, because maybe it's been a short enough distance or short enough time period that it's not going to do it. But yeah, earlier it took off two bubbles immediately off of the battery, and I was like, okay, that kind of sucked. Maybe the initial startup of turning on all that energy steals a lot of the power. And if you can drag another battery off, charge that one up, put it back on, it spreads out a little bit more power. It spreads out a little bit more power every single time you do that. And it actually did work that way. It actually helped me out quite a bit so that I was able to charge it up almost to full by doing that. And of course, wireless chargers are going to make a huge difference in how that operates. But it may be a while before you find one. You're not always going to find one right away. But yeah, as far as designs, as I was saying before, Scorpion, Beetle, I can do those designs even with a smaller bot. What I was thinking is using like the color pieces and, putting little eyeballs in the front and just making it where it was really not just, very efficient. Like maybe I'm going to forego a little bit of the efficiency so I can actually get a little bit, okay, so that got healed up right away. That was actually pretty nice. If I had waited a few more seconds, that definitely would have been lost right there. So let me go ahead and put that on there. I can grab the battery, or not the battery, the light right there and throw that on there because I might be using that here in the future. Now I'm also going to take one of these small wheels just in case I don't get one off in the next spot. And as far as this goes, I can throw that. No, not right there. I want to throw that right there on the back so that we can get that extra protection. You see, as I said before, and when we go over a hill, a few of these pieces here in the back were taking damage. With this wheel back here, it kind of helps with that actually quite a bit. So you don't take that damage anymore. It gives you that, stability in the back, but also it allows the weight distribution kind of, be more smooth over a lot more wheels. And that's going to help you out in the long run. Let's see, can we destroy this guy without destroying all the pieces? Not really. I think everything pretty much got destroyed. Let's see, can we grab this? We'll put that on there real quick. Alright, so that got there. We're gonna need, oh yes, please, this is a different wheel. We have not seen this wheel before in our playthrough, so we're gonna snag that wheel, put it on up here. That is not what I was thinking. Let's change the direction of that with the F key. That's weird. So maybe like that? Huh. What? That is, okay, that is a really unique piece. Is that going to work? Is it touching the ground? Why isn't that touching the ground? I guess maybe because it's being propped up too much by the other one. Huh, how does that work? Let me see if I can figure this out, guys, because this is a new piece, and it's kind of strange. Like, where should you put that? No, I guess if you have to put it, you have to put it like that, but it is, it's just not going to touch because it's too far up. All right, well, yeah, it is what it is, I guess. Let me go ahead and put some pieces back here in the back as well. We are running a little bit low on power, so we're going to lose our stuff here. What I might end up doing is heading back and setting up a base, and that will allow me to get rid of some of these some of the shield chargers and repair bubbles, because I have 2 of them on there. I only need 1 of each, right? The size of my bot right now is small enough that I don't need all of this stuff on there, and that's draining a lot more power because of it. But like I said, I didn't have anywhere to put it. I don't want to lose those because it's early in the game. And the fact that I got those right now is kind of a nice little thing. It's going to help me out. But yeah, we are about to lose power here. I'm going to go after the last piece, I guess. Hopefully it's not too difficult. We don't, oh, yeah. Hopefully it's not too difficult. And there's going to be 2 guys there and a base. So, yeah, the most difficult thing we've come into yet. And, yeah, that's kind of sucks. All right, let's attack them from far away. Oh, yeah. Perfect timing. Oh, yeah, attack each other, guys. Attack each other. Come on, turn it. Oh, no. And he snuck up behind me. Yeah, we're going to lose a lot of pieces here if we haven't already. Yeah, you can see him popping off right now. Come on, back it up. We may have to wait until daytime, but what we can do is try to ease our way over little bit by little bit and see if maybe we can get a couple hits on him from a distance. Sometimes you can do that if you're having a hard time. The only problem you're going to run into is you're going to lose a few pieces here and there because you are doing so much damage, but not necessarily at the one piece that you want. Like right there, we are hitting him, and he should explode. Yes, he exploded. Oh, wow. All right, all the base guardians are destroyed. If you can keep it here to take the blocks that you want with you. Okay, we'll definitely do that. So let's see. Yeah, we're going to need to move some stuff around because there's a lot of pieces here we're not going to be able to take with us. So you can see how we lost a couple pieces here on the side. Didn't lose the new wheel, though, which is nice. Don't really want to lose that just yet. I might have a design for that here in the future. Not sure, to be honest, if I will or not, but I want to give it a shot. So let's see. We're going to take that off. Yeah, you know, what is that? Where's the weapon? It popped off of my bot, and I didn't see where it went. Okay, did it go back here? Yeah, it did. For some reason, it went into the back. I might actually get rid of this block for now because it's already damaged, and it's going to be a little bit. The daytime lasts for a little while, and so does the nighttime. So if you're not prepared for that, if you're thinking that, oh, it's going to, you know, pop up here at any moment, that won't always be the case. So what I'm going to end up doing is putting that block right there for now so I can move this piece. And I'm going to move that piece over so I can put another block there, and then I can get rid of this piece here in the front because I don't really want that there anyways. That's not what I wanted to do. Let's grab this. There we go. Yeah, you always have to make sure that the blocks are connected to something because if they're not, the whole thing will pop apart. Now, one thing you can keep in mind, though, is you can change the direction of these things. So, like right now, I can't put anything on top of this shield generator right here on the front. But if I pick it up and change the direction of it, now I can. Now I can stick something right there on top. So that is kind of cool. That is a nice little cheat, nice little hack that will allow you to kind of change the design up if you want to. So now I can put a weapon on there on the very top, which is what I had in mind to do. Let's see, we want to put these here on the front because they will shoot forward for us. We did get quite a nice little barrage of weapons here. So let's go ahead and add some there. We'll add another one over here, which I think we lost, actually. So let's see, one right there, one right there. So we got 3, 1, and this one, I guess, doesn't need to be there if I'm doing the exact same design on the other side, right? 3, 1. Yep, that looks good right there. And we'll keep going with that design a little bit until we find something better to use. I'm thinking the Geocorp is when I'll actually have a chance to do something kind of cool. Let's see, we want to do these right here. And some more wheels, right? We got some more wheels? No, there we go. We got another wheel. Okay, that's good. Didn't really want... Oh, no, not enough, right? We want one more? Yeah, we have just enough. All right, let's do that. I think that's the way it should be. Yeah, okay. We're getting there. We're getting there, guys. It may take a minute. And that's nice because I'm kind of trying to drag it out a little bit till the sun comes up because I don't really want to move from this location just yet. However, it did say we destroyed all the bad guys, which, oh, all right. You're just going to drop stuff on top of my bot? That's all right. I'll take it. Hopefully I have enough room for it when we get moving. What is that attached to? Like I said, that's attached to something. So I don't necessarily need this piece. Just making sure. All right, let's put that there. Actually, let's do it on the other side, which is where we need it. And we got what here? What is this? Okay, so we got another one of these we can use, or, you know, go ahead and sell it. But mainly what you want to kind of do with those is create another bot out of them. So now that we got some power, let's go ahead and attach it. That's going to charge up really quickly. Wow, that went down really quickly too. Put it back on there. You can see it automatically puts the power evenly between the two batteries, and then you can put it back on again. It's going to start charging up. You see now it lasts a little bit longer. So I think the pieces, the battery, or not the batteries, the blocks themselves actually retain somewhat of a charge as you, charge them up. They don't drain away completely right away. And that's not something I remember seeing very often. So I don't know if that's a new thing that they've kind of added in to the way the game works or what, but something to be aware of for sure. Now I'm going to change some of these weapons so that they go sideways, I guess, for now until I have enough blocks to kind of do some other stuff with it. Let's go ahead and put some weapons up here, because weapons are one thing you normally don't want to leave behind. That's going to help you out a lot. That's all I really need. We'll pick up the drill just so we have access to it, make sure that is something we can use down the road. I am going to use this wheel over here if I can. Right there. Yep. I don't think it's going to touch. Actually, it is. It's somewhat touching, so that's kind of nice. We have some more wheels. No, we're not going to use those. We are going to attach this here in the center if I can. There we go. We're going to also attach this. I'm surprised that they gave it this piece already. And then we got to put our other stuff back on there. We have 2 radars, so yeah, we don't need any more of those. Let's go ahead and attach the power to this real quick. Yeah, way too many. And let's put this here. I'm not going to keep the batteries there because even with the shield, their power or their weapons will get through that eventually. And then you don't want that to be the first thing they see. So there's one more guy here. I don't want to destroy everything, but we're going to destroy his cab. There's a 2 block right there. Let's grab it. I got access to it, I think, because I picked it up. What else is there here? A 3-pound cannon. That's something new we haven't seen yet since starting this match. Now, I am going to try to explain all the new pieces for people who have never played the game before because, I take it for granted a little bit on just, what I could do with my bot and what the pieces do and things of that sort. Sometimes, I don't explain everything. And I try to because I know people who are just starting the game have no clue what any of this stuff does, and rightfully so. There's so much stuff that they've added into the game that it should be complicated for people who are just coming to it, and I'm not going to give you a hard time for that. In fact, I'm going to try to help you out as much as I possibly can, and if there's a piece that I forget to kind of give you a description on or how to move it around, or if you find that kind of annoying that you're like, I already know what all this stuff does, I don't need to be told every single time, I do kind of apologize for that, but I would rather help out the people who are brand new to the game that don't know how. Make sure I just kind of take a few minutes or a few moments to mention how to use those things, and then kind of, forget to do it. Let's see, let's put this here and get that in there. All right, it's going to get charged up, and we'll get a little closer to our base, which is going to be nice. We've finally got a base here, guys, and this is ours. And you can see it's going to take all the resources off of our bot and move it over here. And some of it's going to get refined, and some of it's going to get sold. The refined resources will then immediately go right back, and hopefully we'll go down the... Nope, it's not going to go down the conveyor, but eventually that would get sold as well. Or I could put down this fabricator, and it should take the stuff, if it was in there right, and allow you to make a little bit of cash off of that. So how do I pick all this up? Yeah, this might be a little bit to pick up, but it is nice and safe over here. I guess they want this to be the first location of your first base, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's definitely nothing wrong with that, but it's not the greatest spot. So, I'm trying to think here for a second. Do I want to take it all with me this time, or do I just want to leave the stuff here? There's no downside to doing that. I can leave the stuff here. So let me go ahead and drag the stuff down that I don't want. We'll go ahead and attach it. Now, there is no downside, again, to putting extra bubbles of repair or health on this thing because it has as much power as it wants during the day. It has a solar generator. There is no limit to how much power this thing can generate during the day, which is very, very nice to be able to do. Let's see, what is this? I have to attach it so we can see what it is called. It's the GSO refinery, which we already have one of here on the bot, or the base. Let's go ahead and attach it somewhere, like right there on the side. It's not going to do anything the way it's attached, but at least it's there. We can also attach maybe this thing right here. What does it say it is? It is a GSO fabricator. Okay, so we got the fabricator attached, and then we have the GSO old grade 3 fabricator. I wonder why it says old. I don't know if it's doing something new, maybe a new design with that. And then we have the silo here, the 4-pack silo. Silo is really, really nice. Okay, you're just going to attack me, huh? Let's get this on there. And your base is getting attacked as well. Yeah, of course it is. This is one thing that I was going to warn you about. Your base is very, very vulnerable to attack right now until you put some guard towers down. And it's going to probably be a while until you can afford to do that. Alright, guys. Seriously, he's a lot faster than me. Oh, man. Okay, come on, get him. Get him! I don't care if we lose a lot of pieces. I just want this guy dead already. He doesn't have any more weapons now, so I can take my time. Oh, he has one. He has his cab, but it's not a good weapon, so I can take my time to really destroy him. Now, you saw there are some weak points to my bot, mainly the fact that I have no weapons in the back. So I'm going to go ahead and try to fix that a little bit, but at the same time you don't really want to, because you want to have at least one part of your bot where the resources can be picked up. And I'm going to try to keep that, you know, theme going on as well. But let's go ahead and put a wheel here to even that out. I want that as even as possible. And let's change the direction of this to that. Let's see, we're going to go ahead and take this off. How many blocks do we have to mess around with? 3? 3, you know, I mean, it's not great, but it's a start. So let's see, how do I want to fix this? You're just going to drop stuff on me from, like, periodically, just out of the blue. And if I'm speeding through the map, maybe I'll lose these things. I don't know. I don't know why it's doing that. It's kind of a little nuts. All right, we're going to go straight back. It's going to give me some room to work with in the center right there. And it's going to give me a nice little wall here of weapons if I so choose to use it that way. And I probably will end up using it that way. Let's go ahead and repair up. Now you can see I could definitely use with another bubble here over here on the back. Now that we're getting a little bit longer and a little bit wider, these things aren't quite reaching up to where we want them. Also, don't forget to replace the wheels on the inside as you get better ones. That is going to lift up the pieces a little bit better. It's going to help you get over hurdles. It's going to give you that much more speed as well. So definitely something to go ahead and consider. And now we can put more of these back here, so we can get more resources and make a little bit more money, because we definitely want the money, guys. That's going to be something we're going to need. Just drop it right on my head. Level up. You are now level 3. GSO license upgrade. Congratulations. The GSO has upgraded your license to grade 3. The following blocks can now be purchased at the GSO trading station or constructed with the GSO fabricator. Okay, well, we get the 3 block GSO. That's something we can buy now. Sorry, guys. A little bit... we also have the hub wheels. The hub wheels are really, really nice because instead of being a block by itself, it's a wheel stuck inside of a square block, or a round block in this case. So you're able to actually have it where you can attach more wheels to the side of these things and have a wheel underneath it. So all these blocks that you see here on my side that are just being blocks themselves, this thing can replace, and you'll have a little bit more weight distribution, as well as a little bit extra strength, because it is kind of armored in the sense that it's covered with an outside, an outside shell on a wheel. It's just not incredibly strong, and it doesn't boost it up off of the ground that much. So what I ended up using these things for mainly is the ability to have it in the middle of my bot, especially like in the not in the front of it or the back of it, but right smack dab in the middle of a giant bot. As you go over a hill, sometimes that spot right there in the center will actually get stuck. And you know, I can kind of show you right here where I'm talking about. If you can see behind what I'm selecting, those blocks right there, that's where it would get stuck sometimes. And you can use this thing to give you that ability to kind of get over that hurdle. It gives you a little bit of traction. Instead of like teeter-tottering on the center of your bot, this thing will actually allow you to kind of push a little bit. Now, it's going to put all the weight on those blocks, so it's not going to be a whole lot. It may get stuck anyways, but it's better than nothing, and sometimes that is all you need, is just that little itty-bitty boost, I should say. And I would definitely go with some boosters as well. That's going to help you out. We got some lights, the spotlight for the GSO. You know, it is what it is. Lights never really have come into play all that well. And then you got this like fast little shell that you can put on the front of your bot, which is very, very cool if you can find something you use it on. And we got another one here. Wow. Wow, they are just giving you all the really cool pieces right off the bat. That is a little nuts, but we're going to take it. Now, we got some weapons here. Let's go ahead and take that off. We don't want to waste any more of our power than we absolutely have to at this moment. And we're going to change the direction of this really quick. You are going to go backwards, apparently. No, no, I don't want you that way either. That way. There you go. And you are going to be changed as well. I think you're going to go sideways from now. Yeah, there's plenty of stuff on the front that we have. Yeah, look at that. It's just bristling with weapons. There's a few more up here that we can change the directions of because they are kind of just being stuck up there for storage. They're not able to fire through themselves. So if you have a lot of weapons like that, remember they have to be above one another. Like right now, this 3-pound cannon cannot fire. If I fire all my weapons, you will see it does not do anything. The one in front will fire, and the one in back will do absolutely nothing. So if I want this to be used, I need to put it in a different spot. However, I don't really have anywhere useful for it to go at the moment, so we're just going to kind of leave it there. This will, I really, really want to use at some point, somewhere useful anyways, and this is just not the case for now. Let's come over here and see what else we have. We have a spotlight. Okay, well, a spotlight's not something we really want. We got some wills, not a really good will. Got some more weapons, so let's go ahead and throw those up there for now. Got another spotlight. In fact, if I put it on there, you can see a lot of light off of that. Same thing on that one. You'll see the light. This could be a good thing if you want to go ahead and attach it to your base so you can find it a little bit easier in the dark. It shines up. You can see there's a lot of light already on these things. So if I take those and throw it here on the side, it's going to give off even more light right there. And the same thing you said if I take it and throw it over there. But remember, it does take up a spot. So if you're trying to attach all your stuff, that's going to be a thing. It's going to take up all that space. Let's go ahead and attach these. I guess we'll attach it there. And this one right over here. Can we attach it? Oh, wow. That's a really, really far distance out there. Let's see if I can turn it. Nope. I guess upside down. Come on, put it down right. You know you want to. Come on. There you, oh, that works. That works. Not quite as good as I want, though. Not quite. All right, so if I take this stuff... Oh, geez, what do I do with it? If I take it, it's not going to... it's not going to be protecting my base. And as it is, my base is already pretty vulnerable because it's so freaking big right off the bat. How am I going to do this? Well, let's put a little bit of power on it. And I will move this over to the side. Let that heal up these blocks. At least they are going to be fully charged, fully repaired, I should say. Even if they're not going to be protected 24/7, that's okay. I guess I can live with that a little bit more than I can if I move them off of the base. I want this base to survive. I want to do something with it. It looks like a hodgepodge of just wackiness right now, but somewhere down the road, that's going to become a thing. That's going to be a really, really cool thing for me to use. Now, one thing I can do definitely right now is I can come over here and I can harvest some resources. Now, wood is one of those things that is going to give you the least amount of bang for your buck. They are incredibly cheap, and yeah, they're almost worthless to get for money, but they can give you fuel. Fuel is something you're going to run into later down the road that we're going to experiment with, and so I do want to let you know that they are useful for something. Your SCU storage device was damaged in the crash. It was dropped. I didn't get to see where it said. Let's go ahead and click on that, and it's going to tell me where it is on the map. That is something highly useful. You'll see I'm only getting 6 off of those. Now, you can refine those into better resources, but even the better resources, you're not going to get a whole lot of money off of for wood. You're going to get a lot more money off of these green crystals. These green crystals are just amazing when it comes to the cash that you get off of them. They also make some pretty cool stuff, mainly Intel stuff. So if you're going to use like a AI module cab that's going to take over and go off and get some stuff for you and do it all manually or automatically, then that's the resource you need. That's one of them anyways. You're going to need other ones as well. But let's see. Oh, good. You found the SCU storage device. Pick it up and place it on the ground. Anchor it. So we got to grab that. Oh, we don't have to, but we're going to. Let's grab that. Let's throw that here in the back. Let's back up a little bit. Let's see. Can we put this thing down? Yeah, we can. I'm going to charge up before we get into this next battle because I think this next battle is going to hurt. This guy is pretty big already. And yeah, we don't really have the biggest bot in the world. You can see his goes up quite a bit, and he has a lot of weapons on it. So we need to be very cautious when going into somebody like that. He has more weapons on the front than he does on the back. So we're going to try to do the same strategy that they do for us, which is to attack us from our weak point. We're going to find out where his weak point is. We're going to try to get those first couple shots because he's going to turn immediately upon seeing us. Yep, he's already done it. And wow, look at that. Look at that barrage of weapons. And we're going head to head with him. Now he's trying to turn, but he's just not a fast bot. He's just not able to get around behind us if we're paying attention to what's going on. Don't always expect that to be the case. The freaking venture guys are a nuisance sometimes. And you don't always want to have it where your front of your bot is the strongest. We are losing a lot of stuff here. Where is he at? There he is, right there on the bottom. I'm looking for his cab. His cab is what I want to shoot. I want the other pieces intact. Oh, man. Look at that explosion. So many pieces all over the place. But now I can show you what this thing actually does. He exploded so many places. I can take this piece, put it on the ground, and it takes a few seconds for it to charge up. I think it was something like 15 or 20. Oh, wow. Okay, another one? A mini drill. What? Oh, he's damaging me. And he's doing it in a spot that's not going to be good. Can I hit him? I'm hitting him a little bit. No, I'm not hitting him really. Let's give it a second for it to pick up all these pieces. The other guys, they can't attack me right now. He has no weapons on him. So he is just a sitting duck that is about to explode. Nope, he's not about to explode. Now he is. And you can see it's picking up all of this stuff. It takes a few seconds, even once it's activated, to kind of get the gravity on it, and it only has a certain range. So you can't pick up everything. You're going to have to pick it up and move it down the road, and then pick it up and move it down the road. That is the way it works. When you're out here in the desert, you're going to get attacked by so much more stuff. Now, one thing I am not aware of, I've never really sat there and looked at it, but I'm pretty sure this is the way it works, is if you are damaged, if the block is hurt in any way, and it's picked up by this, SCU, I think it repairs it. Because when I put pieces down later on, because you have storage, when you put this thing down, you're going to see a tab appear here on the left-hand side, or at least that's the way it used to be. I don't see the tab appearing on the left-hand side, so I'm kind of, not too sure why that's not working the same way it's supposed to. Let's grab this. We got some power here. Let's go ahead and throw that on there. We'll wait until this thing gets charged up. This guy over here only has drills, so that shouldn't be an issue. All right, we got finally one of these anchor blocks. We can use that to help protect our base. You can see the music changes when an enemy shows up. It gives you an idea that you need to stop building or something like that. Now, if you go into build mode, these guys are supposed to leave you alone. They definitely seem to be more aggressive. I don't know if they're spawning more often, but they're definitely more aggressive than they used to be. So we'll see how that works out. Let's go back to our base. Enemies destroyed. Don't forget to pick up the SCU storage block and anchor it. Your SCU will collect nearby blocks and beam them to your offward storage. Well, why is it lagging out so much? This is freaking out big time. The inventory panel shows you which blocks have the storage. Yeah, we've already done that. Let's get up there. Why can't I move? Wow, okay, let's put it down. That's what it wants us to do. I'm going to go ahead and do it. Enemy neutralized, hang tight. It won't be long until your SCU is fully charged. So a little bit of a bug there. I guess they wanted me to kill all the enemies and not just partly to get this thing to activate. Now it's going to activate. I'm going to let it do what it's going to do. You'll see over here on the side, there's the tab that I was talking about. Now I have access to all this stuff. So if I grab these blocks, I can put them down wherever I want. That's really, really useful. So if you're going into a dangerous zone and you're going really far away from your base and you're like, I got damaged, I didn't have the repair bubbles on when I needed them, and all this case, these bad things happen. You can now repair that stuff or replace those pieces fairly easy without having to actually have a terminal and spend money, which you may not have at that moment and may not be able to make either if you didn't bring the right pieces with you. So this gives you that backup to kind of fix things on the fly, which is absolutely amazing. Things you definitely want to have with you. And you can have as many of them as you possibly want. So if you know you're going to be going into dangerous territory and you know chances are you're going to be losing some wills, just buy a few extra wills before you set out and you're going to be golden. So that's not going to be an issue there. We're going to go ahead and put this back on there. And I think, guys, we're going to go ahead and end the episode here. I do want to thank you guys for watching. If you do enjoy these videos, definitely leave those comments down below. I want to know what you guys think of the bot so far. I want to know what you guys want in the future as far as, do you guys like the idea of using Geocorp as a small size bot? Do you guys like the idea of maybe replicating some different animals out of it. I was thinking maybe a horse down the road or something like that. It's gonna look ridiculous, and it's not gonna function as well as you might want it to. But I think we could probably do it. Beetles are gonna function a little bit better. Spiders, scorpions, things of that sort that have a lot of legs, so you can have a lot of wheels. It just kind of makes the design kind of come to life, and it's going to allow me to use some creativity in designing like the eyes and the legs and just so many things about it. It just kind of interests me quite a bit. But I want to hear from you. But as always, guys, I'm AC Gamer, and I will definitely catch you all next time. Actually, no, maybe not. Maybe not. You guys suck. Leave my stuff alone. Leave my stuff alone. All right, he's definitely trolling me. There we go. And you blew up. Nice. Alright, guys. Thanks again for watching. And I will definitely catch you next time. We got a booster! Yeah! Hey guys, and welcome to the disembodied voice of AC Gamer. We are definitely going to be doing a lot more series in the future, but here are a few of them that you guys might find interesting. Of course, you're more than welcome to check them out. I would love to hear your comments. Again, if you do enjoy these videos, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe. It's definitely the indicator that I use to tell if you guys want to see more videos like that, of that particular game style, of that series in the long run. So when you guys leave comments down, it helps me decide whether we should keep doing it, as well as whether you want to see games like that in the future. And here are a few of them right here. I kind of picked out a few of different genres. We will be doing spotlights for other YouTubers in the future. So if you want to get a little shout out, definitely let me know. If you group with me, chances are you will get a shout out in here eventually. But for now, these are just 4 series that I have that I feel like could use a little bit more attention, and that you guys might actually enjoy as well. Thanks again for watching, guys, and we will definitely catch you all next time.